to the moon, get your tickets now. Everybody line up, get your tickets, we're going. Did you buy the tip? Yeah. Do you like rocket ships? Oh, what yeah. You wanna try this shit? Yeah. We got everything you need, you better buy some bitty now. Everybody, long live Ponzi. Everybody, long live Ponzi. Love the Ponzi ride. Never short it. Bitcoin's back, alright.
Yes, indeed. Bitcoin is back. All right, baby. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's date is Wednesday, the 10th of November, 2021. Let's be gone and jump straight into these figures. Here we go, rock and roll. Starting from left to right, we've got Coolcoin BTC, SegWit Protocol, centrally owned, planned, and controlled by Blockstream. Ever since they implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, segregating the signatures on the chain, meaning they're accountable to nobody, which brought it under their centralized control, turning BTC from a commodity into a security and crashing its economic value to zero, but that was always their intention anyway. Then we've got Bcrash, again centrally owned, planned and controlled by Roger Ver and his crony mates who tamper with the protocol every 6 months. Then we've got Fisher Price Cash, an absolute joke. And Bitcoin, BSV, the original protocol, goes right back to the Genesis block. It hasn't changed, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only ever digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on earth. Yes, indeed. So let's have a look at these figures then on Coolcoin. So we've got hash rate 98.3, network nodes 94.0, transactions 35.8. Good to see them going down. That'll be CryptoFights back online hopefully, and a few other applications. Block size 1.5. Dear oh dear. Bcrash again. So Roger, tell us about your expectations for Bcrash.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. And what do you say to all those multinational corporations that do billions, if not trillions of dollars of global trade on an annual basis, that say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to do so?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, because that's going to work. And then we got Bitcoin. So let's have a quick word with the inventor of Bitcoin, Craig himself. So Craig, tell us, what do you want from Bitcoin?
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin.
And when you strip it all down to the bare bones, is that it?
That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Loving that. Let me help out and I'll stick my foot right in. So tell us, what can we expect from Bitcoin in the future?
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, with payment channels, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
It means that sounds absolutely awesome. And we've got hash rate 0.3%, network nodes 0.8%, transactions 53.2. Get in there, coming back at you. And block size, look at this, 98%. Absolutely huge. So let's have a look at the data flowing through the chain. But before we do that, we'll have a quick chat with our main man, Michael Saylor, who never fails to perk me up in the morning with his level of enthusiasm. So Michael, welcome to the show. Tell us, what do you say to people like Pete McCormack who think that Bitcoin should be changed and tampered with and just messed around with?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, so do we, Michael, so do we, but we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain yourself. Tell us, what is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
in big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
They do sound like big blocks. What sort of numbers are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be $1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Whoa, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. I mean, how's it going to fit and where's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Is that right? Let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain just for you then, Michael baby. So calling out the megabyte blocks, we've got 1, 11, 12, 4, 12, 22, 6, 19, 3, 13, 21, 5, 162, 21, 28, 273, 148, 310, 369, and 803. Yeah, I mean, well, comparatively to all these other shitcoins, that's massive, but I've seen bigger blocks on Bitcoin than that, never mind. And Fisher Price Cash, yep, still struggling to get all of their blocks over a kilobyte, let alone anywhere near a megabyte. Bcrash, 1 block over a megabyte. Nice one, Roger. And Corecoin, they've got a few blocks under a megabyte there today. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blocks under a megabyte out of a column of 30. Oh, they've got one. They've got a 2. Oh, they've got 1 block that's actually 2 megabytes. Okay, so just for comparison's sake, they've got a 2 megabyte block and we've got an 803 megabyte block. Literally, there is no comparison. It's laughable. Hash rate, again, hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Boom, next. Again, our Corecoin, Bcrash, Fisher Price Cash will fall into their own footprints because that's what Ponzi schemes do when they crash overnight. It's currently 8,799 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than it is Corecoin, and it's currently 10.8% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin. Oh, I wonder if the miners are going to start following. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network, again, Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. Transactions by network, Bitcoin winning. Come on, transactions per block by network, Bitcoin winning. Fees USD, so again USD is speculative and absolutely worthless, so not really bothered about that one. Fees Satoshis, that's more like it. It's the Satoshis that have value. Bitcoin winning, loving that. Daily Bitcoin fee to block reward ratio, yeah, that's what we want. An economically self-sustaining system, Bitcoin winning. And look at this daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Let's see how far. Let's see, have a look at this in proportion. Look at that, absolutely huge, absolutely massive. Let's see how far we are in front. We are 1 terabyte, 1.5 terabytes in front. That's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Mining then, so global hash rate 7 days, global hash rate 24 hours. So Corecoin's on 98%, so it looks similar. Bcrash, what an absolute joke that is. Fisher Price Cash, an even bigger joke. And this is Bitcoin, look at this. So SV Pool and Tau upping the ante here, squeezing these shitcoiners off the chain. Oh yeah, when we've seen them trying to, you know, we've seen Vibe BTC trying to get some, we've seen Mining Dutch trying to get some, we've seen F2 Pool trying to get some, we've seen Binance trying to get some, we've seen Huobi trying to get some. They have all been forced off the chain. You know, and the reason we want these shitcoin enterprises off the chain is because the only thing they understand is dollar worshipping, which leads on to price manipulation, which we'll look at now in these short positions. Here we go. So this is Bitcoin. Oh, look at that sudden price increase. I wonder what's caused that. Oh, short ratio going down to 88%. Shitcoiners starting to lose their bottle. Loving that. And let's have a look at Corecoin. Are they starting to lose their bottle here a little bit? Whether, I mean, again, all this tether printing. So short ratio is only 1.3. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Dear, oh, dear. They're going to get so badly burnt. But, you know, can't say I didn't try to warn them. Let's have a look at Bitcoin blocks live then. So for any newbies watching this, hopefully we get to see this. Usually the vertical rectangular blocks moving across the top of the screen are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network and then recognized instantly the moment they're broadcast, because Bitcoin is an ultra small world mandala network, which means you're only ever 6 hops away from the from where you need to be. Once the transactions are broadcast to the network and recognized by more than 50% of the nodes, they're thrown into the memory pool, which is where they're competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin, along with the block fee. So we can see in this 2 gigabyte block, there was a total fees of $969. And again, it's the fees that will eventually surpass the block reward, as the block reward continues to get cut in half every 210,000 blocks and transaction volume increases. Again, transaction and data increases. So do you honestly think a network that could only handle 4 to 7 transactions per second was honestly meant to economically sustain all of this lot? This is the backbone to the new global economic financial system, the world's first ever commercial internet. Absolutely phenomenal. 4 to 7 transactions per second. What a joke. BitInfo chart. So look at that transaction. We're coming for you. Moving up. Look at XRP and Ethereum. Absolutely fundamentally worthless. And for any newbies, you can actually look at transactions here over 3 months. Again, so XRP, no value in any of that whatsoever. We've beaten them once. We will come at you again. Oh, yeah. Scaling test network, so still a 4 gigabyte block in there. Transactions per second, 19,000. But again, we've already seen 50, so that's a bit behind. BSV data, so protocols, daily data size, MetaID producing 11 gigabytes per day. Let's have a look at applications. Let's see where Crypto Fights is. Is that above is it Showbuzz? Daily data size. Daily data size. Really, 105 megabytes. Crypto Fights down to 48. Twitch producing 51. Showbuzz down to 37. Wow, RelayX winning. I wonder if that's all the NFT minting and stuff like. Who knows? Who knows? Very good though, very good. Trends.cash, so apps ranking by money spent. RelayX, something is going on there. Something is happening. Something, is that crypto fights? Is it NFTs? Like, what's going on? Apps ranking by money spent. Lots going through there. TDXP getting a run for their money. Apps ranking by performed action, so Run and Crypto Fight get in there. Look at that. Huge, loving that. Crypto Quant, so look at the exchanges cashing out. Look at that. Look at that. Feast your eyes on the gap there. Can you see that? Mind the gap. Whoa, this is the exchange. Look at that. All BTC, all exchanges reserves. They do not want any of that shit. They are literally letting it go, and these shitcoiners are gobbling it up. Dear, oh dear. And this is Tether, desperate to counteract the selling of the exchanges. Wow, it's the only thing keeping BTC alive is Tether printing. That is it. How long can they go on for is the question. What's on chain? Good question. What is on chain? Estimated next block size 11 megabytes. Memory pool usage 14.9. Let's have a look at transactions over 24 hours. Whoa! These have gone up suddenly all of a sudden there. 423,028. That was down to like 130,000 last time I looked at it. Now we're back up to 423,000. Loving that. Joho's memory pool. Look at that. These dirty sods. They've taken Bitcoin off there and they've only left BTC. But I mean, look at that memory pool. Look, and actually it looks like it's doing, but it looks horrendous. Nobody knows when their transaction is going to be received because they've restricted the block size. They've told people not to use it. They've implemented replace by fee, which allows for double spend. Child pays for parent. What an absolute joke, honestly. Anyway, you can see the mess it's made on TX Street, which we'll have a look at now. So we're looking at a median fee. Look at $1.17. Remember to add that to every cup of coffee and high frequency trade that you do. And on Ethereum, $14.74. Absolutely hilarious. Let's look at our own issues with the printing of the M1 money stock. Look at that. So in 1960, there was $140 billion. By 2010, that was $2 trillion. By 2020, that was $4 trillion. And then look at that. Look at that. Money has no value whatsoever. And if you're wondering why they're going around trying to jab everybody, that's the reason right there. You think I'm joking. CoinGecko, $192. Loving that. Look at that. Upsy downsy. Look at, that's looking very good. Yeah, pretty strong across the board from 1 hour, 24 hours, 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, 1 year. How are we feeling about it? Feeling good, 81%. Loving that. And Bitping, let's have a look at this quickly. What's the money flow per hour? $3.87 and countries 57. Very good. Monitoring networks around the world. The morning run, so $21,000 trade volume. What an absolute joke. Stay away from this, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law, of which all these shitcoins are doing. And we've had 400,000 purchases of Bitcoin over the last 24 hours. That's looking very positive. Let's look at live coin watch. Price 192, upsy downsy. Depth chart, I thought these numbers would be heading north, but anyway. 5.8 million bids versus 6.8 billion asks. Bit strange, never mind. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD over 2 days. Oh, looking positive, looking positive. Core coin over 2 days. Oh, look at that Tether pump. Look, Tether pump is the only thing keeping Core coin afloat. Literally the only thing. It's insane, but shitcoiners have no idea. Spend all day looking at the number go up, thinking like magic money grows on trees. And Bitcoin versus Core coin. Bitcoin starting to gain the lead. Come on, come on. And the entire coin crap, look at that. So we've got a $3 trillion market cap. And remember, the only coin that has any fundamental value in this entire market is the Bitcoin protocol, which is right down here at number 54. Can you believe it? However many coins, thousands, multiple tens of thousands on here now. And literally this one here, at number 59, is the only one with any economic value. Fundamental value, honestly. The only data protocol is crazy when you think about it. And the market cap of that is just 3.6 billion. 3.6 billion to 3 trillion. Can you imagine? Can you imagine when the market finds out and discovers? Dear, oh dear. Crazy when you think about it. Twitch, let's have a look at Acorn Stacks. Here we go. Twitch new users over 16 hours. New users 24. Very good, very good. And let's have a look at Ruth Eastman's epic tweet. Are we still at 1,200? Oh, well, 1,121. Dear, oh dear. The most suppressed tweet in history. And Arman Satoshi, how is he doing? So look at that, approaching 100,000 followers. That's massive. That's massive. Wow. Loving that. Loving that. And a stable coin printer that's usually not been very stable at the 9th of November. That was just yesterday. They printed $2 billion. And look at that, 7th of November, $1 billion. Dear, oh dear. That's $4 billion in 3 days. Good grief. Good grief. That is crazy. Let's have a look at this on Whale Alerts. So measure, we'll have a look over 24 hours. USDT, transfer from unknown wallet to unknown wallet. Let's have a look at these big movements. We want a bit of Core coin ETH being moved to Binance. Dear, oh dear, why would anybody put their coins anywhere near Binance? Shit corners, shit for brains. 5 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. XRP, good luck with that. More ETH being moved. Let's have a look at this. There we go. Oh, that's wrapped Bitcoin. 8 hours, 10 hours, 11 hours. What's this? $64 million BTC being transferred. Oh, dear, oh dear. 5,000 BTC, $337 million. I mean, why do you need to move that much? Why? Like, what's going on? You know, people have no idea what they're doing. 14 hours, whatever that is. 14 hours, 14 hours. 15 hours, 18 hours. What's this? FTX trading. Oh, USDT. Go look at that. Desperate for that. They're trying to prepare themselves, but it's never going to happen. You know, $73 billion for a $1.2 trillion market. And remember, a trillion is 1,000 billion, and they've only got like 73. They haven't even got 100 billion in Tether yet, but they're desperately trying to do it. Look at that, minted at the Tether Treasury. Never going to do it. Never going to do it. Well, never say never, but you never know. But the more they print, the more they just simply pump the price of BTC. It's hilarious. They can't keep it up. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. There we go. Right, looks like we're up to date with the figures. Hope you enjoyed the show. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.